Hello students, let us continue with exercise 7.2 of chapter 7 triangles. We are to complete the last two questions, which is question number 7 and 8. So I have to mark 7 over here, right? Let's see what has been given and what we need to prove. So P is the midpoint of AB. P is the midpoint of AB, therefore AP is equal to BP, correct? Also BAD is equal to ABE, so BAD is equal to ABE, right? This has been given, so we have marked the triangle, marked the angles over here in single arcs, and then you have EPA is equal to DPB. So have EPA equal to DPB. This has been given. So we have double arcs to just notify that these two angles are congruent. We need to prove the two triangles are congruent. So which are the two triangles? Let's mark them. We have DAP and EPB. So DAP and EPB. So we are going to take these two triangles and prove them congruent. Let's see how. So if I take triangle DPA and EPB, what do I have? I have these two angles congruent, equal to each other. It has been given. Also these two sides PA and PB are equal for the two triangles because it's been given that P is the midpoint. Also you have this angle is equal to this angle, but if you see for angle DPA, this is just a part of the angle, and for angle EPB, this is also these two arcs, even this is just a part of the angle. So what I will do is, I will add angle EPD to both the angles. So if I have APB, listen, if I have AP, EPA, I have EPA is equal to angle DPB. Correct? This has been given. Now if I add an angle EPD to both the sides, EPA plus EPD is equal to angle, let's not say that whether they are equal, just write this DPB plus EPA, EPD, correct? Now already these two are equals and we are adding equals to equals, therefore the holes are going to be equal, correct? But EPA plus EPB is what? EPA plus EPD is what? We have APD, correct? Similarly DPB plus EPD is what? It is BPE, correct? So now for coming back to the two triangles, we have this entire angle, that is DPA is equal to EPD. Correct. Therefore, I can say that the two triangles DAP and EBP are congruent by the angle side angle test of congruence. Correct. Now, we also need to prove that AD is equal to BE. So, AD will obviously be equal to BE. Why? Corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So, let's go ahead and prove this now. And here it was EPD. We will anyway rewrite this. So I am erasing this section for now because this was just for explanation. So let's start with our proof. So let's write this down. Now I have PA is equal to PB. Why? Because P is the midpoint of AB. Correct, and also I have been given that EPA is equal to DPB. So I have EPA is equal to DPB. I am just going to add angle EPD to both the sides. So I have been given that EPA is equal to angle DPB. This is given. So adding angle EPD to both sides, what do I get? Now since I am adding EPD to EPA, so EPA is here and I am adding EPD, correct? So what am I going to get? I am going to get APD. So let's just add first EPA plus EPD is equal to DPB plus EPD. Correct? EPA and EPD. So EPA and EPD, I have DPA. Correct? And I have DPB plus EPD. So DPB plus EPD will give me I will have EPD, correct? EPB. And I'll mark this as 2. I'll mark this as 1 and this as 2, right? Now we'll take the two triangles into consideration. So in triangle DAP and triangle EBP, what do I have? I have PA is equal to PB, and I'll say from 1, correct? Also DPA is equal to EPB from 2 DPA and EPB, DPA and EPB. Okay. Also, now these two angles, if you see, they are congruent, right? So I will have DAP, angle DAP is equal to angle EBP. Why? Because I have been given that here BAD is equal to ABE. But you don't see BAD and ABE over here. So let's just take BAD first. Now BAD can be written as PAD or DAP, correct? Because they are the same angle over here. It's just that P is lying on the line segment AB. So instead of P, I am restricting it to P, right? So I am just writing DAP instead of my angle BAD or DAB, right? So therefore this angle is corresponding to this angle. BAD is corresponding to DAP. And how about EBP? I have ABE over here. So where is my ABE? I have ABE over here. Instead of ABE, I am taking EBP, which is the same angle, EBP, right? So I am just rewriting this angle to suit our requirements for triangles DAP and EPB. Therefore, what can I say? Therefore, triangle DAP is congruent to triangle EBP by which test? By the SAS test. Sorry, ASA test, because you have angle, a side in between them and an angle, correct? Angle, side and angle. Also, so this was the first part. The second part, I need to prove that AD is equal to BE. Obviously, AD is equal to BE through corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Therefore, AD is equal to BE, I will say through CP, CT, right? Let's move on to question number 8. Please take a note of this before I proceed to question number 8, because as you can see we have very less space, so I will have to erase this section. So moving on to question number 8, I have triangle ABC is a right angle triangle at C. So let's see my triangle ABC. This is my triangle ABC and this one is a right angle, that is ACB is a right angle. M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint of AB, that means MB is equal to MA, correct? Also DM is equal to CM. So I have DM is equal to CM. What do I need to do now? I need to prove that two triangles are congruent. So which two triangles? AMC and BMD. So AMC and BMD, correct? Obviously it's very simple. By looking at the figure itself, we can say that the two triangles are congruent through SAS test. Why? Because see, these two sides are congruent, given, these two sides are congruent, this is also given, and you have vertically opposite angles over here. We know that vertically opposite angles are equal, therefore this part is proved. Let's go ahead and write this. So proof for the first part, I'll say in triangle AMC and triangle BMD, you have DM is equal to CM, so CM is equal to DM, correct? This is given. It's given over here. I have just reversed and I have written it. CM is equal to DM. Also, MA is equal to MB or AM is equal to BM, correct? Why? Because M is the midpoint. So let's write this. I have MA is equal to MB. Why? M is the midpoint of AB. Also AMC, angle AMC is equal to, now notice the order I am taking. I am taking AMC, so I will take BMD, correct? Because see, we are going from the double dash to the vertically opposite angle, then single dash. Similarly for this triangle, from double dash, then vertically opposite angle and the single dash, correct? So I will say angle AMC is equal to angle BMC. Correspondence is very important, right? So and for this I will say vertically BMD, vertically opposite angles, correct? Therefore, what can I say? That the two triangles are congruent by the SAS test of congruence. Therefore, triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD by SAS test, right? Now we need to prove that PBC is a right angle. How are you going to prove that PBC is a right angle? Although we can see here that C is a right angle, we need to prove that this angle here, DBC, is a right angle. So let's see. Now you have, for this triangle, for these two triangle itself, what can I say? I can say that this angle is congruent, or rather I will say this angle here is equal to this angle. Why? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles, right? But if you notice, you have a Z that is forming over here, correct? Which means what? That BD and AC are parallel to each other. Now since BC and AD are parallel to each other, what do we get? See, if you had two parallel lines and a transversal like this, I have just rotated it like this. What I have done? I have done the parallel line like this, which means I have DB and AC, correct? So obviously these are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal, where DB and AC are two parallel lines and this line L is the transversal, correct? Or rather I will say this is B and C and this is my transversal L, correct? So these are interior angles. What do we know about interior angles on the same side of the transversal? They are supplementary. Now this angle is 90 degrees, therefore this angle here will be how much? 180 degrees minus 90 degrees, which is again 90 degrees. Hence we have proved it. Now let's go ahead and write it. So for the second part, Now these two triangles are congruent, therefore angle BAC or rather MAC is equal to, now I am going from the center to the double dash, I can say MBD. Why? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. But let's rewrite, instead of M I'll take C. It means the same thing, right? MAC. So instead of M I'll take B over here. MAC is the same as BAC, correct? So I'll write, therefore BAC is equal to, now we have taken MBD. So I'll take ABD. They are the same angles, right? So I'll take ABD. Correct, because these both are same angles. We have just, instead of M I have written B over here, and instead of M I have written A over here. The angles remain unchanged. So, but angle BAC and angle ABD are alternate angles. Angles for which line? For lines BD and AC. Therefore, what can we say? That BD is parallel to AC. Correct? Let's continue on this side of the blackboard. Now, BD is parallel to AC. Therefore, what do we have? That BD is parallel to AC and BC is the transversal. Therefore, what do I have? I have angle DBC plus angle ACB is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle DBC plus angle ACB is equal to 180 degrees. But angle ACB is given to be 90 degrees. So, I will substitute over here. I will say DBC plus 90 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And why I have written this? Let's write the reason over here. Interior angles. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. You can just write interior angles also because you've mentioned that the two lines are parallel. So, taking 90 degrees here, I get angle DBC is equal to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees. Therefore, angle DBC is equal to 90 degrees. So, we have proved the second part over here. This is DBC and not PBC, just little handwriting problem. Okay, now we need to prove that DBC and ACB, the two triangles, are equal. So, let's see which are the two triangles. I have DBC and ACB. Now, in order to prove the two triangles are congruent, first of all we need some test for congruency. So, if you notice, for the two triangles I have this side common, correct? This side is common. We know that these two angles are 90 degrees, correct? Also, we prove that these two triangles are congruent, correct? That is DBM and CMA, or these two triangles over here, AMC and BMD, AMC and BMD. Therefore, we can say that these sides over here are also congruent by corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Therefore, what do we have? We have SAS test of congruence to prove this, right? So, let's go ahead and proceed for the third part. So, first I will show that DB is equal to AC, correct? So, DB and AC. Now triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD, and I will say from proof of 1, correct? Therefore, DB is equal to AC, right? And I'll mark this as 1. Have we marked anything else as 1? No. So I'll mark this as 1. Now let's take the two triangles, that is DBC and ACB. In triangle DBC and triangle ACB, we have D corresponding to A, B corresponding to C, and C corresponding to B over here. I have angle DBC and this is for CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, correct? Missed out this section. Now I have angle DBC is equal to angle ACB. Why? Each is a right angle or each is 90 degree, correct? Also I have BC is equal to CA. Why BC equal to CA? Because you can see B corresponds to C and C corresponds to B, that's why. BC is equal to CB, not CA, I am sorry. Why? Common side. And also I have DB is equal to AC from 1. Therefore, what can I say? That the two triangles are congruent by side angle side test of congruence. Therefore, triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB by SAS test. Okay. Now I need to prove that CM is equal to half of AB. But we can see that CM is half of CD, right? But now see, we have proved that the two triangles, this is DBC and ACB, are congruent, right? Therefore, I can say that DEC is equal to AB, right? Why? Because they are corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Now CM is equal to half of CD, but CD is equal to BA. Therefore, CM can also be written as half of AB. So let's go ahead and write this. These two triangles are congruent. Therefore, DC. So DC is equal to AB. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Correct? I'll mark this as 2. CM is equal to half of DC. Why? Because it's been given that DM is equal to CM. Since DM is equal to CM, M is the midpoint, right? M becomes the midpoint of DC, right? And I'll mark this as 3. So from 2 and 3, what do I get? We have DC over here. Instead of DC, I can write AB. Therefore, CM is equal to half of AB, using which axiom equals that are equal to the same thing are equal to each other, right? So this was about exercise 7.1 of chapter triangles, that's chapter 7 of your textbooks. We will take a look at the remaining section in the forthcoming classes. Thank you.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.